This is one of the great institutions of our state, the Greater Chicago Food Depository. I've been here on a number of occasions. I remember coming with my sons. We worked as volunteers, as many people do. They have 16,000 volunteers every year helping out at this great place. This is a warehouse. It's a state-of-the-art modern warehouse that we want to thank Ann Laurie for her very generous donation to make it possible, and many other people donated to the cause. I urge everyone in Illinois to help a food bank in their area. We have 8 separate regional food banks in Illinois. And when I was lieutenant governor, I worked with each and every one of them. They're very, very important to making sure we have food security in Illinois. We don't want anyone to go hungry. That's one of the 8 Beatitudes, to feed the hungry. And we believe in it in America, not only here at Thanksgiving time, but all year long. And it's so important here at the holidays when folks maybe are paying a little more attention that they consider a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository or the food bank in their area. That's a very, very good cause to help a lot of people get something they need, especially for their children. About, I think, almost half, 42% of those who are helped by our food banks are children in Illinois. And as adults and parents, our job is to make sure that we take good care of our children. We're custodians of their future. And Carl Sandburg, who is the poet laureate of Illinois, once said the birth of a baby is God's opinion that the world should go on. And so I'm sure God would want us to make sure that our children and all of our God's people are well fed. Not only on this holiday of Thanksgiving, which is so important, we have a lot to be thankful for in our state and our country, but it's very important that we help our neighbor every day of the year. And I really feel that the volunteers who come here and are working here today, helping get food together for the, I think it's 650 different food pantries in the area of the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So there's all these different food pantries. They come with their trucks, their cars, their vans. This is very, very well managed. I've, as I said, been here many a time. You pull right up. I used to work at a grocery store, high-low foods, buy low at high-low and save the difference. I know some about produce. I'm going to help the folks over here with the pears. But it's so important that we understand that feeding our children, our seniors, and all of us is just absolutely an important mission for everybody in Illinois, all 13 million people.
As I think most of you probably know, this is an incredibly humbling time for the nation, for the state of Illinois, where we know in some data that was released this fall by our national partner, Feeding America, 13% of people in the state of Illinois are food insecure. Here in Cook County, the number is actually 16.1%. 1 out of every 6 people in Cook County is struggling with food insecurity. They don't know where their next meal is going to come from. One of the things that we're incredibly grateful for here at the Food Depository, not only do we have an incredible support of volunteers who come out, we also have great partners. As the governor said, there are 8 food banks across the state that do the same work that the Greater Chicago Food Depository does. We have 7 other partners, 8 total, every day making sure that the food pantries and soup kitchens across the state, which serve all of Illinois' 102 counties, have food so that when their neighbors show up, the food is there. This is a challenging time for us. Right now, it's harder and harder for us to get donated food in, which is why we need food drives and other community efforts to make sure that the food continues to flow even as we grapple with record demand.